Good morning, West Marsh Church. This is Pastor Kristen. It is Friday, March 27th, and I come to you this morning with an important message, even a call to arms, if you will. One of our scriptures this morning is Psalm 130. It says, "Out of the depths I cry to you, Lord. Lord, hear my voice. Let your ears be attentive to my cry for mercy." Now, that might be something that we ourselves might be saying as we face this crisis. Perhaps those close to us have been diagnosed with COVID or are severely impacted or at great risk of contracting the virus. But I want to share with you this morning who else might be saying that. I received a text this morning from someone in our church. Her daughter works in the medical field and was telling her mom, asking for prayer, asking for help, saying that she was headed into work at a 24-hour long time period that she needed to be at the hospital. She's an OBGYN, and she was talking about that she only has one face mask to use for her entire 24-hour shift, and that midwives at the hospital have been asked to potentially use no face masks just because of a severe shortage. As I was thinking about that, I was reminded of Acts 9, where we read about Tabitha, or she also goes by Dorcas with her Greek name. And we read that Tabitha, or Dorcas, was a woman that was highly respected. Scripture says she was always doing good and helping the poor. Tabitha passes away, and Peter miraculously brings her back to life. But later in Scripture, we read that all of the poor, all of the people that Tabitha had come alongside and helped, show up to Peter and are crying. And Scripture says that they showed him all of the robes and clothing that Dorcas had made while she was still with them. Now is our time, church, to be Tabitha. We have medical professionals who are on the front lines. They are the essential workers who probably have not had a day off in weeks and don't foresee having days off for weeks ahead. They are in daily contact with individuals who are battling this virus, and they need our help. And so I've talked to many of you, and I know that it's difficult being at home, and while we certainly pray and can continue to pray and definitely need to continue to pray, now is the time actually to put our faith to work and to get busy. And one of the real tangible ways that we can do that is by sewing face masks for medical professionals. Jo-Ann Fabrics is currently giving away packets of fabric that is already pre-cut, and all that needs to be done is they just need to be simply sewn together. What I would like to propose is for those here in Indianapolis that we are going to put together an army, if you will, of individuals who can be drivers to go to Jo-Ann's, pick up those packets of fabric and deliver them to individuals who can sew them. And then drivers again will pick them up from the sewers and deliver them to where they need to go. One of the concerns you might have is, what if I have germs in my house? I don't want to put those onto the face masks. Once those face masks get sewn and delivered, they will be treated and laundered before they are actually put into use. And so that's actually not something that you need to particularly be concerned about. So what we need drivers who can go to Jo-Ann Fabric, pick up these packets, and then we need sewers, people who say, you know what, either I'm a great sewer and I love doing this, or I haven't sewn since 4th grade, but I can certainly try and learn for such a time as this. They would receive the packets of fabric, the pre-cut face masks, sew them together, and then again, drivers to pick up the finished, completed face masks and deliver them to where they need to go. Now, I know many of you are watching and you aren't in the Indianapolis area. Jo-Ann Fabric is a nationwide store outlet. There might be others as well doing this. And so I would encourage you to be that person who rallies the troops in your area to do this very thing. Perhaps this situation has seemed far away for you as you watch the news, and everything is, a lot of times we're focused on New York right now because that's where things are really bad. But this is a situation in your community right now. You have people that are your neighbors, your family, your friends who are on the front lines, who are serving in the medical field, who maybe are facing going to work with one face mask or no face masks and putting themselves in danger, all of the people they interact with in danger. And we can do this small thing. So many times we feel helpless in these situations of we want to help, we want to do something, but we don't know how. We do know how. We do know what we can do right now in this time, and it doesn't take a lot of skill. There are people who can drive. You can get in your car and you can drive to Jo-Ann Fabric and pick up these kits that are already pre-cut. They're free. And then there are people who can sew. You don't need to be a top act seamstress. You just need to be able to sew a couple seams to get these face masks done. And so I want to encourage every single person that there is some way that you can get involved. And men, you're not off the hook. You can be great drivers, and I know some men who are great sewers as well. So everybody can get involved in this project. If you are listening and want to participate, I would encourage you either to, especially if you're in the Indianapolis area, either private message me or comment on this video, and we will start making connections and figuring out how to get the drivers connected with the sewers. I would encourage you to share this video with people that you know. There are people that are at home with nothing to do, and you can only watch so many shows of Survivor and Amazing Race. Believe me, I know. That's where I've been over the last week of being sick in bed. But we can do this together and we can make an impact. And so I would encourage you, let's do this. Let's make an impact. Let's have a tangible way that we can put our faith to work and demonstrate the love of Christ as we make face masks and come alongside those who are on the front lines. So share this video, comment if you are in the Indianapolis area so we can start making connection of who's going to drive and who's going to sew. If you aren't in the Indianapolis area, you be the rally cry to get something set up in your area. Even if 20 masks were made in a community today, that's 20 more individuals that have face masks that they can use as they counteract this virus in our community. Let's do this together. We are all in it together. As you sew, you can pray over that mask of everybody who will wear it, everybody that will be encountered by it. It is an amazing way for us to put our faith to work. Let's do this. I continue to pray for you. I'm excited about what we will be able to do as we partner together to make a real impact in this situation. Wash your hands, and we will check in with you later about this. Take care.